Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage international best-selling author and noted authority on leadership.
Get ready to learn new insights and timeless truths from best-selling author and noted leadership thinker.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mark Sanborn.
Mark Sanborn.
Mark Sanborn.
The question is, how do you become the best and keep getting better? Because better always beats best. If you want to displace number one, just out-execute them. Just be more operationally efficient. However, it won't keep you at number one. And what I'm going to talk about today, before I give you the 6 simple ideas, and I'll give you a very specific prescription at the end, I want to give you a way to sell getting better to your team. Because your team, I'll tell you what they're thinking. Why are we always pushing on the accelerator? We're doing great. Why change anything? Why get better? Well, the first reason is we now have an early warning indicator for failure. What is it? Success.
Leadership is an invitation to greatness we extend by example. It's the ability to work with a leader and know that because you work with him or because you work with her, you are a better person. That's the leadership test. Who or what is better because of you? Is your store, your area, your community, can you see evidence that because of the influence you've had, people have grown, the community has been enriched, customers have been better provided service and help that they need to create their success? That is the question of Fred-like leadership. Who or what is better because of you? Duct tape leaders are those people who are really good at doing everything in their business except leading others. And what leading others is about, it boils down to 2 things. The only way to grow your business today or going forward. And I've had people argue a lot of stuff. Nobody's ever successfully argued against this. Think about it. The only 2 ways to grow your business: number 1, grow yourself. Number 2, grow your team. If you are not growing yourself and growing your team, you're a duct tape leader. You may be able to do a lot of stuff really well, but leadership is about growing yourself and growing the potential of the people on your team.
For over 30 years, I've been writing and speaking about leadership and how to turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. I'm no Johnny-come-lately. I've spoken to 2,600 audiences in 16 countries, and I focus on ideas that work in the real world. But ultimately, for a speaker, the proof is in the performance.
Right now, you have some processes that you know have to be changed, but you haven't changed them. So who or what needs disrupted in your business? This is Charlie Munger. I love this quote from Charlie Munger. He said, "It is dishonorable to be any stupider than you need to be." You see, client service is only a means to an end, and that is client success. You will dominate the marketplace when you can demonstrate to your clients that by choosing you, they will be more successful than if they had chosen one of your competitors. And I don't care what market space you're in. It's about creating client success.
How about this? Omni Hotels. This is in San Diego Gaslamp District. It's 10:15 at night. Nice hotel. 10:15 at night, my collars are flipped up. Back when collars were longer, I had no collar stays. So I go down to the front door and there's a little bell cap. Blonde hair, little cap. I said, "Excuse me, sir, where may I buy collar stays?" He said, "Dude, you can't." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "All the stores are closed. Only bars and restaurants are open." I said, "Well, what am I going to do?" He said, "Don't worry, I'll hook you up." And he goes to the front desk and he gets a plastic room key and a pair of scissors and makes me collar stays. And 20 years later, I remember nothing else about the hotel. Why? Nobody remembers same. They remember different that is valued. And that is the goal of leadership. That's a goal of the Fred Factor is to make same different in a way that people say, "That's really cool," and they tell others. That if I could summarize what makes Lowe successful, it boils down to what I call the 3 loves. See if this doesn't apply to you. I bet it does. Number 1, I go back to this guy, Lindsay Owen Jones, when he was the president of L'Oreal. Forbes magazine said, "What is the secret of L'Oreal's success?" Like you guys, multi-billion-dollar company. How could he reduce it down? But he gave the best answer I'd ever read. He said, "If there is a reason why we are successful, it's because we love this business a little bit more than our competition." That's the first love. Do you love what you do? By the way, you do not love it when it is easy. You enjoy it when it's easy. You love it when it's hard. Think about it. We enjoy easy, but But when you look back on your career, it's going to be the stuff that challenged you. It's going to be the problems that you overcame, the difficulties that you and your team surmounted. That's going to be your greatest source of pride. So number one, I hope you love what you do. Number two, I hope you love who you do it with. Got good news for you. You don't have to like everybody on your team, but you got to love them. And I define love as treating people with dignity and respect, regardless of how they make you feel. You say, Mark, is there a deal breaker? Is there some times when you shouldn't love somebody on your team? Only one that I know of, and that is when they are not as committed to the success of your colleagues and customers and Lowe's as you are. Then they should not be on the team. If they are not as committed to the success of their colleagues and customers and Lowe's as you are, that is the deal breaker, because you can put up with a lot of diversity and difference in worldview if you share that commonality. That's the second love. Loving who you do it with. And the third love, folks, you can see this coming a mile away because you're a smart group. I hope you love who you do it for, the people who could go anywhere, but they chose your store. They chose to do business with you, to give you their time, to give you their money. They walked in. You should love them. Because here's my final point. In Las Vegas, Nevada, if you love what you do and you love who you do it with and you love who you do it for, whether or not you ever read my book or heard me speak, I can tell you with good authority, you are already a Fred. Thank you and Godspeed.
I'd love to work with you. Contact my team today.